Picture this. One moment you're just an ordinary kid. You've never heard of Roblox or played many video games much. But then, at the young age of 7, you get introduced to Roblox by your older sibling. Slowly, you build up a passion and want to do more. You start learning how to animate, but give up due to how hard it is. But you come back eventually. Try again, and you start building a following. You go from just a few subscribers to thousands upon thousands of subscribers within a few months. How did woat, also known as woat, go from being just an ordinary kid who wanted to animate but couldn't to becoming one of the biggest and fastest rising Roblox animators? This is the rise of woat, also known as woat. woat, also known as woat, is a Roblox Shorts animator that is currently 13 years old. And while I couldn't find much information on his confirmed name, I could find that in an old community post, his old Roblox account had John in the name. That most likely means that woat's real name is actually John. Currently, woat has 108,000 subscribers, but before any of the subscribers, any of the shorts, any of the animations, he was just an ordinary kid. All the way back when woat was just 7 in 2020, he would get introduced to Roblox in January of that year. His older brother initially introduced him to Roblox. At first, he thought Roblox was cool. And slowly, he got more and more addicted to Roblox. He started playing Roblox almost every day throughout the next few years. Roblox was one of his favorite games. Him and his siblings would tend to play almost all the time together. They would play games, watch videos, and woat just really loved Roblox and video games overall. Roblox had become his favorite video game. As the years went by and woat got a little older, he wanted to do more. He started watching a Roblox YouTuber named Oblivious HD, one of the most popular Roblox animators with over 4 million subscribers, who has made movies like The Last Guest, The Bacon, or even Guest 666, who has had very big influence on Roblox animation. woat started watching him, and he was impressed. He wanted to do the same as Oblivious HD. He thought Oblivious HD was really cool, so he thought it would be cool to start a channel. Despite being still a young child, woat started a channel. A major reason he actually started it was because he thought he could upload something that made people happy, something that people could actually enjoy. That made woat really want to start a channel. Specifically, the reason he chose animation was because of Oblivious HD, and the fact that he was so inspired. And woat was also inspired by a Roblox YouTuber named Shane Plays. When woat had started animating in 2020, he was at first very amused. He thought it was super fun, but woat quickly learned that he was not very good at animation. I mean, early on, when woat was just 7 years old, he was pretty bad, and that makes sense. He was still a kid. But this caused him to get frustrated and also pretty sad. He really wanted to animate, but he was really bad at it. So he ended up giving up due to how difficult it was. And for the next few years, woat hadn't really animated. He just continued playing Roblox. But woat didn't want to give up forever. He wanted to try again. He didn't want to just give up on something because he was bad. He knew he could improve. So in 2024 October, woat started animating again. Only this time, he actually got the hang of it. He actually started getting a little good. But he ended up taking another massive break due to the fact that it was really time-consuming for him. But a year later, woat returned. This time, he wasn't just going to animate for fun. He was actually going to start a real channel. A channel where he tried. And on October 26th of 2025, woat would create his channel. But he needed a name. He didn't want some over-the-top cool name that was extremely hard to memorize. He just wanted something short, something that made it so people could remember him, and he was sort of iconic. He decided to settle with something really simple. woat. He doesn't know how he came up with it or where it came from. He just chose the name woat. After the creation of his channel, only 2 days later, on October 28th of 2025, woat would post his first 99 Nights in the Forest video. The video was titled When You Disconnected 99 Nights in the Forest. The video was an okay animation. It wasn't crazy or over the top. It was just your average Roblox animation. But for woat, this was big. He had finally done something that he wanted to do for the past 5 years. As October ended and woat started animating into November, he drastically tried to improve. He wanted to make each short better and better. And that sort of happened. His animations were initially super laggy, they weren't really smooth, and they started getting better. The quality was upped, and the animations were looking a lot faster. And after less than just a week of posting and having a YouTube channel as a whole, woat would hit the goal of 100 subscribers on November 2nd of 2025. As it is still a small goal, but for woat, this was big. He had finally hit one of his first of his many goals. And this was a signal to woat for him to start doing even better. So woat upped it up. He started posting animations a lot more consistently. He had been posting decent animations at this point, but he wanted to get more consistent. Eventually, woat started hitting 200, then 500. And on November 20th, woat would hit 1,000 subscribers, but around this time, woat would basically blow up. Because shortly after woat had hit 1,000 subscribers, he would hit 2,000 and 3,000 in the same day. And the next day, he would go from just 3,000 to 10,000 subscribers, and he kept going up. 13,000, 15,000, 20,000. This was all because of one video. The video was about the 99 nights in the forest and what the sack was like. And this video had blown up, getting 3 million views. And because the woat had only averaged 20,000 per video, this was insane. Obviously, this boosted his channel by a lot. He had basically blown up overnight. By the end of November, he had went from literally just 100 subscribers to having 50,000 subscribers. That is an insane jump, especially considering most of the growth was at the end of the month. woat was really happy that his channel was growing so fast, and he immediately started improving much more. His animations, he upped the quality, he upped the animation, he made everything look better while making it still look iconic and like his current style. Into December, woat had drastically improved everything. Within a few shorts, the quality had went from looking okay to looking pretty good. It seemed as if he had gotten a whole new computer that was genuinely crazy with the quality. His animations were also a lot better. There was a lot more movement. Instead of just simple one move and another, everything was moving at the same time. His animations went from looking okay to good to genuinely crazy. This is also around the time that woat would go viral again. Towards the middle of December, woat would go viral, and he would have a short that would end up getting 5 million views. And woat would end off 2025 with a whopping 59,000 subscribers. And considering he had just started 2 months ago and had basically none, that was crazy. The fact that he went from an ordinary kid that wanted to be an animator to making good animations and having almost 60,000 subscribers in the span of 2 months was pretty crazy. Into 2026, woat went up to everything. The animation, the quality, everything got better. Into the year, he hit 60,000, but would be stuck around that range. Up until April, when he had another viral video that would end up not getting 5 million, not getting 10 million, but getting 17 million views. In the span of a few days, woat went from literally having 65,000 subscribers to having 80,000, and that continued. Woat kept making videos that kept getting popular. His new view average was a few million, and woat would get very close to the big goal, a goal every YouTuber celebrates and wants to hit, 100,000. And on May 2nd of 2026, woat would hit the big goal of 100,000. For woat, he was happy, it was a shock, he was even in disbelief at one point. But woat was overall satisfied. And now, I even got to personally interview woat himself. Hello, Mr. woat, also known as woat, on this fine evening. If it was okay with you, I was wondering if I could interview you, and I have a few questions to ask you. The first thing I'd like to ask you is actually, how did you get introduced to Roblox, and when?
It all started in 2020, January. My brother introduced me to Roblox. I played it a lot with my siblings.
Next, I have a really big question. What made you want to start doing content creation, and YouTube specifically? And why did you actually choose animation? Like, was it just something you wanted to do, or you found it interesting?
Mainly, I started YouTube because I thought it would be cool animation because I liked Oblivious HD.
I hope you enjoyed today's video about the rise of woat, also known as woat. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe to my channel, and we'll hopefully have a good day and mighty